Hi, this is Jace Gordon October here with a book haul. Yesterday I went to Valley Village just to see what they had. I was just seeing if they had any horror goodies. Unfortunately, they did not. No horror books, unfortunately. However, I did find some books that piqued my interest and a few that have been on my wish list. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, I'll start with the action stuff. Wingman, The Lucifer Crusade by Mac Maloney. It's a really cool cover. This is from Zebra, and this was published in December 1987. This is like set in a alternate history event where basically the United States gets destroyed in some war. So these resistance fighters fight like terrorists and like an evil dictator with fighter jets and stuff. And this book sounds like a lot of fun. I actually never seen these book covers before, and I never picked any of them up, just thinking they're like fight about combat pilots and stuff. But I was at Valley Village and I saw this. I picked up, thought, ooh, I like the cover. And when I was reading the synopsis, it sounds like a really fun, interesting series. So I already went ahead and put the other books on my wish list. So I look forward to checking this series out. Okay. Next, American Assassin by Vince Flynn. This is from, what did I say? Emily Esther Books, and this was published in August 2017. This is a prequel to the Mitch Rapp series, so this is basically the origin stories of the character Mitch Rapp, and basically he loses his girlfriend in a terrorist bombing, and he wants to get revenge on the terrorists responsible for it. So this sounds really interesting. The movie kind of changed the plot around. I was interested in checking the film, but they changed like so much around with the original story. I decided I'd rather check the book out. So look forward to checking this book out. Okay, and now next we'll start with a bunch of science fiction books because I got a lot here. Street Freaks by Terry Brooks, his first science fiction book. This is from Grim Oak Press, and this is from October 2018. This is a science fiction book. It deals with street criminals in the future and stuff. This sounds really interesting. Terry Brooks, for those who don't know, he's a well-known high fantasy author who's done a lot of fantasy books, and he did like a satire fantasy series, and that's what he's mostly done. And this is actually the first time he's done a different genre, and I've heard a lot of good reviews from this book, so I look forward to checking this book out. Okay, now on to the many science fiction books I got. Okay. Warlock by Andre Norton. Alright. This is from Bean Books. And this is published in August of 2003. This follows three characters. They're on this planet that's dominated by these beings known as where is the names? The Fronds. Yeah, Fronds they're called, and they're like very dominant. And basically, these people are trying to survive on this planet. So it sounds really interesting. Okay, next, Death Killer by Spider Robinson. It's a really cool cover. This is from Bean, and this was published in May of 1996. This is basically set in a violent dystopian future where some new drug hits the streets and it causes people to go like it's psychotic rampages and stuff, and basically got a character that's trying to get to the bottom of this new drug and who's selling it. This sounds very interesting. When I was at Valley Village, they actually had another Spider Robinson book that I already own, Night of Power. I'll have to read that. That one sounds really interesting along with this one too. Okay, this book was a complete surprise when I found this. The Barnstorm Project by Larry Niven and Stephen Barnes. Really cool cover, and then the back. This is from Ace, and this was published in September 1989. This is a sequel to Dream Park. I really enjoy Dream Park, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking this series out. Okay, and last I got a bunch of Robert A. Heinlein novels. They had a whole bunch when I was there. All right. Okay. Number of the Beast. It's a really nice cover. This is from Fawcett Gold Medal, and this edition is from August of 1980. Um, this one's, I was reading the plot of this. Basically, it's about these characters that go on some adventure while dealing with a supernatural entity, and it sounds really interesting, so I look forward to checking that book out. And this one was on my wish list. Okay. Framham's Freehold. This is from Bean. And this was published in, okay, this edition was from February of 1994. This is basically about a family that owns a farm, like, I think it's like in the countryside of California, and basically a nuclear war happens, and the farmer, his family, and then someone else survives by going to the fallout shelter, and then when they emerge, the world has changed, so they're trying to survive in this, like, post-apocalyptic world, and there's some country from Europe, I think, or some country that becomes like the new superpower, and it's now like invading other countries. So this sounds really interesting, and I really like this cover because it's actually a scene in the book that happens. So this cover is represents a scene in the book, so I like that. Okay, and the last book I got from Robert A. Heinlein, The Puppet Master, the uncut version. This is from Del Rey, and this edition is from May 1990. So this is an alien invasion book, and when I first got this book, there's just a regular version, but then I found out there's an uncut version. So I was always keeping my eyes open if I would find one, and sure enough, now I got my hands on the uncut version, so I'll definitely have to read that. This is basically an invasion book about these aliens. They attach themselves to people's backs and take control of their bodies, so I definitely look forward to reading that. Alright, that's it for this book haul today. I hope you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to October Library, the Facebook group, and the YouTube channel of the same name, a place you can post, share, review fiction. Until then, I'll catch you later.